Well, India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also visit Austria's capital Vienna after his Russia trip. The last time an Indian PM went to Austria was over 40 years ago, although India and Austria have been friends for 75 years with extensive trade, tech, sustainable development and people-to-people ties. The PM will also be interacting with the 31,000-strong Indian diaspora in Austria to further strengthen relations with a key European nation. DD India's Gautam Roy reports for more from Vienna.
India-Austria ties go back 75 years. They both share common values such as democratic principles and pluralism. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is visiting Austria on Tuesday and Wednesday, where he'll call on President Alexander von der Bellen and hold delegation-level talks with his counterpart, Federal Chancellor Karl Nehammer. In his departure statement, the PM said, "I look forward to my discussions to take our partnership to even greater heights in new and emerging areas of innovation, technology and sustainable development, among others. Together with the Austrian Chancellor, I look forward to exchanging views with business leaders from both sides to explore mutually beneficial trade and investment opportunities." Austria has a multicultural society with over 31,000 strong Indian diaspora. The PM will also be interacting with them during his visit, which is a much-awaited event for the members of the Indian community.
Everyone is looking forward to meet Prime Minister Modi ji, and it's after a long time that an Indian Prime Minister is coming to Austria, and he has done a lot for the foreign politics and helped a lot for the economic growth and everything. So everyone is looking forward.
Indian diaspora, especially the students and researchers, the subgroup I belong to, is very excited for Prime Minister Modi's visit to Austria. We are looking forward to it, and I am pretty much excited to see how the socio-economical and cultural aspects play forward from this point onwards.
India and Austria have extensive relations from infrastructure, technology to sustainable development. Trade is well balanced, around $3 billion each year. Indian exports to Austria stand at $1.52 billion. Imports from Austria stand at $1.41 billion. Indian investments in Austria amount to over $1 billion. Austrian investments in India are at over $800 billion. Austria offers opportunities for collaboration in multiple fields, ranging from infrastructure, renewable energy to startups. India and Austria Startup Bridge was launched in February 2024. 20+ Indian startups went to Austria in June this year to participate in a startup event. India and Austria have also inked a landmark comprehensive migration and mobility agreement in May 2024. India and Austria have been friends for 75 years, and a gap of over 40 years will be filled by the visit of India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Austria and when these two leaders meet. There's a 31,000 strong Indian community as well who've been looking forward to interact and meet the Prime Minister, and all these events will take the relationship between India and Austria forward into the future, be it in trade, tech or sustainable development. With Count President Pramod Negi, Gautam Roy in Vienna, Austria for DD India.
Well, India's Prime Minister is visiting Austria for 2 days starting Tuesday. It's after a gap of over 40 years that an Indian Prime Minister is touring Austria with India has multifaceted relations for the last 75 years. India's ambassador to Austria, Shambhu S. Kumaran, has told DD India's Gautam Roy that PM Modi's Vienna visit will add further dynamism to India-Austria relations while energizing the Indian diaspora in this key European nation furthermore. Take a look.
An Indian Prime Minister is visiting Austria after a gap of over 40 years, and it's also the 75th year of diplomatic ties between India and Austria. So what's on the agenda? Let's find out from Shambhu S. Kumaran, India's ambassador to Austria. Thank you for speaking to DD India. So what can you tell us about, first of all, 75 years being a major landmark, and what kind of a plan is there or an agenda is there for Prime Minister Modi in Austria?
As you said, this is a historic visit happening after 4 decades at the Prime Minister level and on the milestone year of 75 years of diplomatic relations between India and Austria. I think the visit is going to give great dynamism to this partnership. It's going to give the high-level political visibility that this relationship requires, and it's a relationship that has been performing reasonably well. And with this visit, we expect it to gain dynamism and content.
And can you tell us about what is the level of cooperation that India and Austria already have, and where do you see it going in the coming years as well in terms of the various aspects of it, trade, business, even security for that matter, and sustainable development?
Well, the visit obviously has a strong focus, as you say, on the economic cooperation between our countries. There are Indian companies that are operating in Austria, and there are several Austrian companies operating in India. And as part of the program, there will be an interaction with Indian and Austrian CEOs to try and see how we can move this partnership forward, especially in niche technologies, clean technologies, and also in terms of bringing some of our startups together in innovative new partnerships. The idea is that Austrian technology fundamentally can be an important partner for India in our efforts to gain Viksit Bharat. And I think that there is a good groundwork has already been laid, and what we need is a quantum leap in this partnership, and this is what I think this visit will succeed in doing.
And whenever Prime Minister Modi travels abroad himself, the Indian diaspora is an intrinsic part of those visits as well. So what can we expect in Vienna?
Well, as you would expect, there's great enthusiasm and excitement among the Indian community here. The Prime Minister is going to address them during his visit, and I think this will be one of the highlights of the visit here.
Thank you for speaking to DD India.